Greetings. Welcome to a cup of conversation and food for thought with me, Nidra Simmons. Coming on to say good morning to you. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. I hope that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. As always, I come on giving honor and glory to Mother, Father, God, Universe. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for joining the live. Glad to see y'all come on today. As always, I'm not going to play any music in the background because I don't know what it is that's causing me not to be heard. So I'm gonna hold back on the music. Don't hold me back because I'm holding back on the music. I don't know what the problem is why when I put my post for replays for the to get the attention for people to come on, it has no volume. So I want to start off by saying this content is for entertainment purposes only. Um, Again, thank you for joining the live. I love to see the hearts. Thank you so much. I see you up there, Nate. Thank you. And everybody, thank you all up there. If I point out a few people, those are just the ones that I know that I see on a regular basis. So I'm saying thank you to all of you all. Um, Thank you for joining the live. As always, I was in the middle of giving honor and glory to God, Mother, Father, Universe. Thank you for waking us up this morning and seeing us throughout the day. Thank you for protecting us throughout the night as we slept, keeping us fully dressed, wearing the full armor of God, the helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, and shield of faith, sword of God's holy word, butter, truth, and shoes of peace. Continue to protect us and provide for us mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, in every way possible. Thank you for covering us under the blood and watching us and protecting us and keeping us. I pray for safe traveling mercies as we make it to and from our destinations safely today. Thank you, God, for just loving on us. I want to pray for all of the sick and shut-ins, like I'm in church, right? But now I want to pray for the individuals that are going through something. I want to pray for all of the sick children or children that's going through anything that may have cancer or anything like that that's going through something. I pray that God um, sends in his warring angels, his healing angels to surround these children and to protect them and to keep them covered and to just keep them safe and to bring them through this and strengthen their families and give them the encouragement and the strength to also be there to support these children that's going through these things. I give honor and glory to God always. I thank you, God. Give much gratitude and respect to our big brother Jesus, archangels, guardian angels, all angels in highest Christ light, ancestors, guardian ancestors, spirit team here for. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. Um, this topic is going to be if you had to write a message to your future self, what would you tell your future self? That's what this conversation is going to be about today. Um, if I had to tell if I had to tell my future self something, I would ask my future self, why was it so hard? Stay safe. You do the same. What would you tell your future self? That I am going to be eating my breakfast while I talk to you, so please don't hold against me. Um, I have to start my day as soon as I finish this. Well, this is part of my day. So I'm going to try to be respectful so y'all can't see what's in my mouth while I'm talking. But for those of you out there, if you want to contribute, what would you tell your future self? All that you've been through and all that you know now, what would you tell your future self? What would you tell your future self to look out for? Who would you tell your future self to hang around? Hmm. Save yourself. Good advice. Hey, what's good? Happy Tuesday. Evening to you from New Zealand. Happy Tuesday to you. That is good advice. Save yourself. I would tell myself, my future self, that you are strong, resilient, and wonderfully made. And don't ever second guess that. To keep going forward, stay strong, and know that God's got your back. That's what I would tell my future self. That's not the only thing I would tell my future self. Make sure you take care of yourself, eat right, drink plenty of water, and exercise. Just to name a few. Mm, just to name a few. Guard your heart. Mm, mm. That's a touchy subject right there. Mm. But that's good advice too. Guard your heart. I would tell my future self, new levels, new devils. Don't start loving. Thank you for the compliment. I would tell my future self, don't stop loving. Keep your heart open for love. You never know what you're going to find. But be careful too, because it can be painful. I had came on here a couple of days asking for people to help me help myself. No, I'm not Nigerian. Not that I know of. I ain't do none of those test things to tell me if I was or not. Just because they are family, keep your boundaries. Boundaries are important, very much important, and you got to maintain boundaries all through your life, not just at certain moments. No, I don't. I just know that I was born in Norwalk, Connecticut, and I've been in the U.S. since. But I believe in reincarnation, so I could have been anywhere before now. Good morning. Thank you for happy Tuesday. And that's good. Don't accept abuse. I hear you. I see you. How you doing out there? Thank you for joining the live. And that's a good one too, because a lot of us deal with abuse. You're not sharing. Have some. You are welcome to have some. Thank you. Okay. Emotional. What about emotional? You telling your future self to not be emotional? You got to express your feelings. No, I'm not married. Grand Rising, thank you for joining the live. Thank you for the rose, much appreciated. Good day, good to see you again. How are you doing? I hope that you all are doing well. Thank you for joining the live. For those that are joining, no emotional abuse, got you. Those of you that are joining, hello, how you doing? The topic of discussion this morning is if you had an opportunity to give your future self a message, what would you tell your future self? And we've come up with some good suggestions out here. Good morning. Good morning. Stay humble. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stay humble because you're gonna go through a lot of things and live your life authentically. I like that one. That's how I do it. Good morning to you all out there. I'm sorry, the music is not playing in the background, so y'all can hear every noise that my mouth is making with this food. So I apologize in advance, but I do have to eat. Um, Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. Good morning. Good morning. Pittsburgh's in the house. Um, for those that are just joining, the topic is if you had a message to tell your future self, what would you tell your future self? So far, we was told to do not handle or don't take any emotional abuse. Continue to set your boundaries. Um, Continue to. Uh, there's a bunch of things. Yeah, I can add to it. Sorry, I named a few things, and we had a guest up here that named a few things. What would you tell your future self? I tried to bite size y'all. That ain't work. mm, Thank you for the hearts. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for the hearts. Much appreciated. Trust no one. Trust no one. Okay? Trust no one. That's advice you would give yourself, your future self. Okay. You are welcome. Have a blessed Tuesday to you. Thank you. Same to you. Um. Okay, that's good advice. To trust no one, and only you can. It's to your future self. So some people might look at that and say, "What do you mean not trust no one? Because you're gonna need people to get to where you need to go." So I want to add on to that with that. If you say don't trust no one, be cautious and aware of your surroundings, and don't let uh, yourself get lost in other people. That would be one advice that I give myself, my future self. If I was to tell my future self something when it comes to relationships, don't get lost in relationships. Don't lose yourself in relationships. You'll get hurt. And sometimes you're going to be tested in your relationships. I would tell myself, when it comes to the matters of the heart and you're in a relationship with someone, learn to step back and let that other person be. Don't give in 100% into that relationship if you're not getting anything back or close to what you have back. The same thing I started saying when I first came on. Morning, Matisse. My advice to myself is don't show emotions. Always already do that, but it does it does work. Okay. You said it does work. Okay. But mine's would be to don't get lost in relationships, because if you have an issue of being lost in relationships, you're going to constantly be tested in that relationship until you get the message to understand that you are an individual too, and you deserve to be loved, not just someone to see you when they feel like it. I don't understand that with people. Maybe y'all can make me understand that. If you guys are serious about someone, and I'm asking guys, women can chime in too, but for guys, because I don't understand why they do this or what's their purpose behind it. Is it to make the woman try to chase them? I don't know, but why do men say they want to be involved with someone, but then don't keep in contact with them and just only contact them when it seems like they feel they want to? I mean, do men play these? And I know I'm gonna say games because it might trigger somebody because men might say, I ain't playing no games. I don't play games. But the same ones that say they play games are the ones that don't play games are the ones that's playing games. But if you get involved with someone, I'm thinking, because I always talk about communication. I hear you guys said that I hear you say someone is cheating or whatever the case might be. But if you're trying to get to know someone, to get up off the ground, to get into a relationship, why not get involved? Speak every day. Even if it's just a text or say good morning or good night or hope your day's going well or something like that. Just try to keep the conversation going. I know guys that will say something one day and days go by and weeks go by, and then they'll come back again and ask as if nothing was missed. Hello, how you doing today? I don't understand that. Women probably do that too, but I can see it from women. Men, maybe I'm too old school, but what I started to say before I started eating um was that I was looking for someone to help me because I was tired of learning things through experience. And I shared how when I was growing up, there was a girl, a friend of mine who was related to everybody. So all her cousins and friends hook her up with knowledge and wisdom and told her what to look out for and who to stay away from. Me, who didn't have all the family, had to go through life experiencing things that I don't regret because I've lived my life. I know better. But since that request or that statement that I made, I've been seeing things on my feed, and it's a bunch of guys that are schooling women, and I appreciate that. I really do. It's just a few years late, but I still appreciate it because now I know what to do and how to proceed on in my future endeavors with the opposite sex. Hello, how you doing? Bye. Thank you for joining the live. Cute. I'll be able to talk more to you after I finish chewing up this food. It's kind of dry, so I don't want to get hiccups while I'm talking to y'all. hmm It's a breakfast sandwich. And I'm sorry, without the music, y'all can hear every sound that I'm making. And I apologize for that. I noticed that the other day. But I don't know why it is that I can't play when my playbacks don't have any volume on there. Only thing I can think of is I'm been restricted because it worked at one point and now it's not. So I don't understand why. I've tried different things to see if it would change. It still haven't changed. So, but if y'all want to hear my voice or the messages that I give out, check me out on YouTube. I'm also there. I don't know because I'm promoting other sites too that they're doing that, but y'all can hear me on those sites. I may have to stop doing lives because that may have something to do with it too. I find that if upload the videos, you can hear them for the most part. But anyway, okay, I think I can talk a little bit better now. But again, the topic was what was if you had an opportunity to give your future self a message, what would it be? And mine, since I'm a very hardworking woman, I'm very independent, and I know how to take care of my responsibilities. Never had a problem with that, even with very little of that stuff. I still maintained and took care of my household. Um, but I would tell my future self to, keep the resilience, stay strong, but to work smarter, not harder, and to jump at certain opportunities so that you can make money and so that you don't have to struggle and you can live life a little bit more, well, not a little bit, a lot more comfortably. My life was not easy and it's been hard working since I was 9 years old. My mom would try to beg to differ, but I've been working since I was nine. I am about to be 50 years old. It's a long time working and I'm tired. And I took on some serious jobs. I didn't always have sit down behind the desk jobs. I think I probably had one sit behind the desk job, and that when I first started. But everything else was hard work. I worked at a fast food restaurant. I don't want to say no names because I don't want y'all to think I'm promoting and then get me in trouble. But um, I've worked at um, fast food restaurants, bookstores. Um, I've drove. I didn't drive trucks, but I drove on the back of the fork on a truck with forklifts, taking product off of the truck with the machine, taking those big long pieces of lumber off the back of the flatbed trucks, and putting them on the side, and then bring them inside the building. I've done a lot of labor work. Um, yeah, yeah. Cause can y'all picture me? And I was scared one time. I took off a pallet of think they were 20 feet long pieces of lumber, 4x4s or 2x4s. And that, uh, I was in the forklift. That forklift tilted. I said, "Oh, let's put that back down." It tilted just a little bit, and I put it right back down. Good morning. But yeah, I've done a lot of labor work in my life, and I've cared children in my life with changing diapers and so forth. I even drove school buses. I drove school buses. I've done a lot of labor work in my life. I broke down, factories so that, the beams, those big orange beams that you have to take a mallet and lift it up and get all that stuff. I've done a lot of labor work. When I tell you, mm, sorry, y'all, I am tired. I am tired. And now I teach. I get a desk now. I mean, I've been teaching places where I didn't have a desk. I'm sitting at the same kid desk or, tables, no desk to work and just, hunched over trying to do what I need to do. So my job's choices have not been the best. I had to do what I had to do to take care of my four children. So blue collar work. I even worked outside and, over the summers, when I was younger. You know how you see the people taking off the traffic and cleaning off the highways and the parks and different things like that. I did all of that too. So when I tell you I worked. So good morning. Thank you for joining the live. I would tell my future self to work smarter, not harder. It took a toll on my body, my shape. When I was younger, I had a good shape. I have a great shape now. I'm not knocking my shape, but my shape looks like I've lived life. And that's because I have. But from this point on, I'm going to try to take care of me better. And I would tell my future self to take care of yourself better. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Much appreciated. Because it's only one vessel that you have to work with. And you're going to have to shape it or whip it into shape so that it can do what it need to do. The retirement age is going to keep rising. Every time I get older, it seems like the retirement age is getting rises. So I don't want to have to work, until I'm hunched over with a cane. I want to be able to enjoy life. So I would tell my future self to look for career choices and step out on faith and all the gifts and talents that you know you have, move towards those gifts and talents and make them a force or a way to where you can make money and enjoy what you're doing in your later lives. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So I would tell my future self that and continue to love on yourself. Yeah, my future self, I would tell my future self to continue to love you because you give good love. I hear that song in my head. But yeah, any other things out there you would tell your future self? Hello, thank you for joining the live. Much appreciated. Mm, excuse me. Okay. Yeah. I got a uh what do you call it, a meme or something, when you take the pictures into Instagram. I got a video of me singing that song, eating my fruits. I looked back in that video. I said, "Oh, look at me! It changed my eye color in the thing. My eyes are not blue; they're brown. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a brown color. Um, but those apps they change your features a little bit. So it changed my eye color, and I'm like, oh, okay. I can rock with those colors, but I can't put no contacts in my eyes. So yeah, go check that out. Let me know. That's on my page. I went in there and they have all these different things. If you look into the camera and do different things, yeah, I can see me lip syncing in there, singing, lip singing. But yeah, what are some things that you would tell your future self that can prepare your future self on doing? I mean, by the time your future self exists, they're going to already know everything that you've been through. But if you had the opportunity to cut some corners or to make the path a little bit easy, invest. Yes, yes, that's a good one too. Invest. Knowing what to invest in and knowing how to invest, very important, very important. Um, I used to work for a company where I had invested in stocks and certain things, but I'm no longer with that company. But I kind of wish that I would have kept that part of it because it did come in handy, and I probably would have been living a lot lovely if I didn't go through it and and use some of the benefits of the investment. But you live and you learn, and plus, my life has been the way it has been, and I don't have no complaints about my life. Don't ask me to repeat it though. I don't want to repeat it. I don't. Done that phase. Now I'm ready to go on to the next. I'm great. How are you doing? Nice to meet you too as well. I am presently in North Carolina. Presently. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? Hello, how you doing? Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't have my bottle of water. Usually, if I drink a cup of coffee, I have to drink some water. Anything where I put creamer in, I have to use water. Am I single? Um, I am. Yeah, gotta forgive me because I had posed a question before, and I don't understand these generations of men. When I came on the scene, I came on the scene married, thinking that was going to be the rest of my life. But I'm realizing that, well, my husband passed away, so it's not the rest of my life. And I am here trying to enjoy my life, and I'm finding that I don't want to sound contradictory. you s- it's okay to love yourself and to be around yourself. If you are someone that is struggling of being by yourself, then I advise you to overcome whatever fears you have and to enjoy life and start doing things by yourself. But for someone that's been by themselves for a minute, I don't like it. Don't like it. I've been doing things by myself for years, and when I have conversations with people and they're like, what's the rush? Who rushing? I've been in this state for years. You might not be thinking that I haven't been in this state for a long time, but and you might not be ready, but that don't mean I'm not ready. I'm ready. When I'm very intentional. I am not for the dating individuals and meeting different people and keep meeting. I don't like it. I don't like it. I am a one woman girl, or I'm a one. Sorry, I'm a one man woman. Rephrase that. I'm a one man woman. Just like and my man needs to be a one woman man, and we together, and that's it. Um, but to have this dating here and I don't like it. It's just not my cup of tea. It's never have been. I've always wanted to be loved and make what love we have move forward to be something better. I'm not here for trying to sample this and sample that, and that's not what I want to do. And this dating field, the way this stuff is now is everybody wants to sample, and they want to sample even if they're not physically there to get the meal. They want a window shop sample. And what kind of mess is that? You can't eat through the window. I mean, people are inventing some different type of things that I'm not interested in. So you didn't probably ask for all of that, but no, I'm not married. Uh, Single here, 59. Okay, 59. I am 49, about to be 50 this year. So, but yeah, you know, I'm not. I want a partner. I want companionship. I want to be able to turn over and have a conversation. I want someone to rub my shoulders at night. I'll rub your shoulders. Massage my feet. I'll massage your feet. I'm not telling you to do something to me I wouldn't do for you. So to answer that question, I have to say, because I've come on here saying spend time with yourself, love on yourself. And I've heard other people talk about it too. Love, it's better to be by yourself than to be with someone that's going to uh, mess you over. Well, I don't want no one that's going to mess me over. So if I say that I want to be with someone that's going to want to be with me, that doesn't change the fact that that's not that's what I want. Now, I don't want nobody to mess me over. And I'm not looking to find someone to mess me over. Peace and blessings to you too. Thank you for joining the live. But it's not about me. The conversation at hand is what message would you tell your future self? And what I would tell my future self is to don't lose yourself in nothing. Keep your boundaries. And there's a lot of stuff I would tell my future self. So if you hear me saying different things, and I'm piggybacking off of some of the people on here that said some things too. But yeah, someone said to don't trust nobody. Good morning. Thank you. Good information. But yeah, and I feel like that's good advice too, to not trust everybody, but on the same note, understand that you're gonna need somebody. You learn from the past to help in the future. Don't ignore the signs. You know, I'm not gonna ignore the signs. Um, and that's not an easy thing too for those out there that are trying to move forward and not falling back with what they went through before. Hello, Wyoming. Thank you. I will. But but yeah, it's some things might seem hard when you come across it again, but then you can be strong and firm with what you're saying. I am a spiritual being. I am a woman of God. I don't consider myself Christian or religious. I consider myself someone who believes in God, know God exists, um, honors and respect and do God's will daily. God lives within me and my heart. Wherever I go, God goes. So wherever religion God is with me, which is spiritual, that's what I am. I don't consider myself Christian, although I started off with Christians. Right relationship over right relationship over religion. um, and I say that because religion, Christianity, all of that stuff is man-made and tampered with, and it's been adjusted to deal with whoever it is that's calling themselves to be under that title. And it's giving people permission to do things when they know they shouldn't. So that's why I say I'm spiritual. Um, because I I I do what I feel God is instructing me to do. I feel God gives me direction and guidance, and God speaks through me. I ask that God use me as a vessel, less of me, God, more of you, and I flow in that direction. But yeah, and I would tell my future self the same thing. But when you learn, when you know better, you do better. When you learn more, you do more. In my case, but yeah, enough about what I was saying about me. Give me some more, please. Ideas or suggestions or things that you would tell your future self, so that others can learn from you as well, because we do learn from one another. So I'm curious to know what are some things you would tell your future self. And I know it's not one or two things because you live life as a lot of things, areas and avenues that you're going to go down. So, and I appreciate the hearts. Thank you so much. You can tell your future self. I don't know if all you heard that, but I said earlier that I would tell my future self to don't stop loving, keep your heart open, but continue to use your boundaries and to and I'm saying this now because someone else said it a little while ago, to trust your discernment and your intuition. It's going to help you. It's going to remind you if you went through something in the past and it was something that you shouldn't have gone through, or you went through and it was hard. Your intuition, your discernment, it's gonna nudge at you and say, red flag, blink, 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 blink. Remember, 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 remember. Don't go down this path. But I'm learning that people are different. People are different. People don't like to listen to women, and people don't like to listen to men. And then you have people that feel they know it all because they're what they call that thing, alpha males, alpha females, um, that feel that they know it all. And I'm like, they have names for everything, but they all can fall under familiar titles that you can connect it to, like people with control issues. I guess that's a better way of saying alpha male is someone that, uh, or even female, someone that feel like they are in charge. Right? I'm tight. I don't know what that means. Are you giving honor and glory for that situation? Are you an alpha? I don't think I am. I mean, I can be controlling when I need to be, But I don't consider myself controlling. I don't consider myself um I mean, I can take charge in certain situations if it requires me to do so. Um Read between the lines. But I don't think that, I mean, I'm a strong individual. I know how to hold it down. Um so I don't think I'm consider myself in that category. But I'm not weak either. I might look naive and I might not get it the very first time that you say it. But let me think about it a little bit. And I'll get what you're saying. And I'll respond accordingly. How is life and activities around you? How is life and activities? I'm bad. I can be bad. I can be good. I could be what Janet Jackson said in her song. But how is my life and activities around me? It's going. I mean, am I doing all that I want to do? Absolutely not. Am I still trying to make ends meet? Yeah. Uh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. Much appreciated. But I would tell myself to my future self to watch out for sheep and for wolves and sheep's clothing. They're getting more and more harder to determine to see. So I ask God, I'm asking God now to please show me the true characters of people. If they're a wolf, show me that up front. Don't sugarcoat it. Let me see up front before it even gets into my presence. Be honest. What's one thing you just can't say no to? I don't know. If I tell you, you're gonna try to put it up there in my face. What you want me to give you all like a superhero, give off their secrets, so you can come up here and try to put me in a predicament to where I like that you're asking questions, but I don't have an answer for that one right now. Not on such a big platform. That's like setting myself up for something, right? Don't you think? Don't you think? But I like how you're asking the questions. Keep asking. Don't let that deter you from asking me any other questions. That's like Samson and Delilah. Delilah asking Samson all the tricks that she needs to know for her to weaken this man to get control and make him weak. I ain't Samson, nor am I Delilah. Good morning. Thank you for joining your live. My live. Thank you for joining the live. Sorry. My thoughts was on that previous question that was asked. Um, I might be sleepy. I ain't that sleepy though. But nice try. I'll give you an A for effort. But for those that are joining on, the topic of conversation is what message would you tell your future self if you have the opportunity to? Beauty and very intelligent. That's right. That's right. And so much more. Who do you feel most comfortable being yourself around? I'll be myself around anybody. Anybody. If I can't be me, then why am I out here? Trust God in everything. I do. I trust God in everything. Absolutely. I don't want to sugarcoat me, and what you see is what you get. Now, if you catch me on a bad note, I'm not usually one that's going to come off an attack. So something you it caused me to get to that point. But we all are trigger. I mean, I come on here and say that I trigger people. Um, but people trigger me too. There's things that I still have to learn and got to get out of my system. Things that I think that I'm healed and done with. That was proven to me on April 14th. April 14th was it would have been my wedding anniversary, Miss Jackson. But and normally any other anniversary date would have bothered me. But woo, was I triggered on that day? All I wanted was just someone to hold me, to tell me they love me. And what I got instead was some slap on the face, pushed on the ground, not physically. Okay. But yeah, I got everything but I wanted. I mean, I got everything that I didn't want, and it was very emotional. What kind of guy makes you feel protected? Someone that's sincere, honest, consistent, and mean what they say and say what they mean. Don't make empty promises. Don't have me waiting for 24 hours thinking you're going to come and see me, and you don't. You come with every other excuse in the book. But then I can see you watching you and hear you make all these appointments and go to every place you need to go. But then when you were supposed to come see me and I'm supposed to ignore all of that. Ooh, did that just get personal? What's your name? You try to pull some stuff up out of me. So see, that's what I'm saying. We all get triggered. There's things in us that need to come out. And sometimes people can do it. Communication, conversation can do it. But yes, but I know I'm not the only one that feel that way. I know I'm not the only one that feel that way. I'm pretty sure there's some guys out there that want to be talked lied to. If somebody's gonna do something for you and you believe in it, you have no choice but to believe people at their word. Because that's all you have when you first meeting people. But then when you find out that their word ain't worth a hill of beans, you wasting your time. Yeah, whoever that person is, trying to very honestly, I really like you as a person. Really noticed one thing too about you. You're very intelligent, brilliant, and smart. Well, thank you very much. And I'm very honest. I don't sugarcoat. Absolutely. Thank you. I don't sugarcoat. I've done all of that. And my mother-in-law used to tell me, may she rest in peace. Um, I'm old enough now. I don't have to hold my tongue. So I'm getting there. I still watch what I say. Um, I still watch what I say. And I try to be as respectful as possible, but I don't hold back. And that's been working against me in a lot of the workplaces. I mean, I don't come off rude and disrespectful. I come off respectful. I do not come off rude and disrespectful. But because my tone is serious, my face might get serious. They think I'm being rude and disrespectful. No. If you're going below the belt, I'm going to stand firm so that my pants don't fall off. I'm going to stand firm, hold my chest out, hold my pants up, and I'm gonna say what I have to say. I'm not gonna expose myself for you to take advantage of me when you're wrong, or if that's not how I feel. And sometimes if you don't say nothing, that might mean agreement with somebody else. So you got to be careful how you address your situations whenever it come across you. When was the last day you were truly happy? I don't even know. I don't even know. I've been working and moving and getting things done for a very long time. And usually, if I get happy for a moment, it's just for a moment because reality sets back in and there's something else that I have to do. So that's my honest answer. Am I happy every day? Yeah. I love smiling. But am I happy, happy to where I can just and stay like that for a whole 24 hours? I don't know when last I saw that or even longer. Thank you for the roses. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts. Much appreciated. But yeah, last boat cruise. Oh my goodness. The last boat cruise I had was, it was well over 10 years ago, my last cruise. And I love cruises. I love the fact that it's all that you could eat any time of day, constant partying, or you can go and relax somewhere. I love cruises. It's been a long time since I've been on one. What is one thing that instantly changes your mood? Mm, mm. I guess being lied to. Um, and that can be anything. Like I got waiting for someone all day long to find out that the person's not gonna come, or to try to make plans to go see someone, and then they make excuses not to see you. If that's the case, if you don't want to see me or want me around, say it. Don't lie. If you got somebody else, say it. Don't lie. Don't lie. Just say it. Be honest. Let me choose if I want to be around you. Don't put those lies up in there, and then I'm forced to get involved with you, and then it's not what it seems to be. Yes, I love them too. About on 15 cruises. Thank you for changing the subject. Uh, I've been on five, between 4 and 5 cruises. I've been on, not 15, but I've been on a few. Took my first set of kids because I have four, and when the two of them were young, one of them was young. I took her. But yeah, the other one was in my belly. But yeah, no, get back on the subject. It's changed now. When was the last time someone really understood you? I think these lives that I come on and talk, I think I get more people that can kind of relate to me this way. But as far as before this, I've been doing these lives now for 2 years. 2 years. So I feel more understood with these lives, with the people, with the feedback now more than ever. So I say with these 2 years. Before that, never felt. I mean, outside of the lives, I don't feel like I'm understood. I feel misunderstood. On these lives, I feel more um, understood. People can relate to the way that I think a little bit more. Am I answering your questions? Is this a report? Are you doing a report on me? Because you come on often with good questions. I do. Are you in school? What is your major? What is your background? What do you do for a living, sir? Are you a reporter? Because you got good questions. Inquiring minds would like to know. Majid Friedman, what is your name? Majid Fried Mendez. I don't know how to say your name. But yeah, mm, you make these lives interesting with your questions. And I appreciate the questions too, because it contributes to to make it flow, to make it move. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. And I like string too. String, it soothes, it relaxes. I am doing great today. Thank you. I would love to hang out with you. I would love to hang out with you too. Listen to some good music. I think we have some good music in common. And chit chat. I love to talk too. Yeah. And maybe go over some investment information. Can learn from you. It's nice when you can learn from each other. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining live. Beep. Oh, you see headlights? My bad. Fix my clothes. I appreciate the questions too. I have no control of those headlights, y'all. They just move and come when they come when they want to. You have good you have good rows. My hair? Ah. Oh, you talking about my body rolls. Look, I am who I am. I love all of me. All of me. If you can design the perfect connection, what would it feel like? Mm. Now I'm reminded of that movie Love Jones. um Perfect connection. You are good, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Um Perfect connection is when you can connect and communicate. Conversation flows. They don't stop. You're comfortable in each other's company. You can make each other smile. That's always a plus. Candid chat. Show us some of your designs. One of my favorites. What's one of your favorites? Good morning. What's one of your favorites? And what kind of designs? My artwork? My jewelry making? It's behind me. I'm working on a friendship bracelet, but I have to get up to cut the ends. Um, but it feels good to run my fingers through the strings. I'm back. Okay, glad to be back. Oh yeah, that is a good movie. I love that movie. That and Love and Basketball. That's a good movie too. But I'm not promoting. This is just conversation, couple conversation and food for thought. I'm not promoting. I'm not trying to infringe no copyright so anything like that. Those are movies that have topics that can help relate to uplifting, encouraging, and enhance on love. I am great. How are you doing? You never sent my quote. Oh yeah, I didn't. I have to do that. I have to get the materials. That's what the holdup is. I have to make some money to get the material. Stirring up. So your live stream. I decided to stop by and say hello. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. But yeah, that's what the holdup is. I have to get the materials. I have um I have this type of string. I gotta get the stones. So that's the holdup. I am a business owner, but I have to work to make money for the business so that I can sell and make money with the business. But I have to work for one to get the money into the other. Eventually, I can just sell and make money, and I don't have to keep taking one job and wait for me to get paid to get the stuff. And I only get paid once a month, so and it's towards the end of the month. So I didn't forget about you. I just have to get the materials in so that I can go ahead and make the pieces. So don't give up on me. I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, for those of you that just joined in, sure, send me a DM and I'll follow. Um, there is the message or the topic at hand is if you had an opportunity to give a message to your future self, what would that message be? When I tell you, I've been working for a very long time. I've been working for a very long time, and it just so happened in the field that I'm in, the pay is it takes a while to get here. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, let me see. I have the scissors near me to cut this. Sorry, yeah, my chair needs some WD-40. It's a creaky one, but it's okay. I do want to get. I seen a chair on TikTok. It's a white chair with a pillow. It has a recliner, but it's like a small office chair. I want to get one of those. I think it looks really comfortable, and you can rest your head back. You got to pull it to the side to rest. That's what I want to get. It's in the works. Or if somebody want to gift it to me, I appreciate gifts too. But anyway, let me get back to the topic at hand. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. What would be some of the messages that you would share and tell your future self? Some of the things that we've already discussed is I am currently in North Carolina. Some of the things that we've already discussed is you'll tell your future self. Some people say don't trust everybody. Um, another thing you can tell your future self is guard your heart. Another thing you can tell your future self is continue to maintain boundaries. Stick with them. Work at what works best for you. Any other things that you guys would tell yourself out there? What would you tell your future self? Inquiring minds want to know. We've been on for 54 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm pretty sure somebody learned something different or something more about me today. Ah, but you live and you learn. There's some things you think that you're over, and you won't know that you're over it unless somebody brings it up or somebody triggers something in you. So that's why I tell people if somebody triggers you, it's not their problem, it's a your problem. Um, or if you trigger somebody else, it's not a your problem, it's a their problem. You look at it however way it fits for you. But the only thing you can do is just say, ouch, if it hurts. Seek God for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and God can take away the pain. And then you ask what it is that you were supposed to learn from this and learn from it and move on. Don't hide from the emotions or the feelings. You got to go through all that. That is what's going to help you in the long run. Anything that deals with internalness, like feelings, emotions, all that is internal. Someone you can be truly happy with. Who will it be? Someone I can truly be happy with. Someone that loves like me or better. I'm gonna stop right there. Um, and God is always within me. So if someone can love like me, that means God is in them, and they have that God kind of love that they can give me back as well as me give them. I think that's a honest answer, most honest answer I can give you. People might be like, "Oh, you sound conceited." No, I know how good my love is. I don't want to settle for nothing less. I know how good it is when I love. I know how dangerous it is when I hate. So, you know. What about you, person that asked that question? Because I can't pronounce your name on there. Do you have a nickname I can call you by so that you know I'm talking to you, to the person that asked me that question? I need some water, y'all. I have allergies and that stuff just builds up in the back of my nose. Freeman. Okay, Freeman. That question back at you. Someone you can truly be happy with. Who will it be? And anybody else out there that has that can answer that question, answer it. It's a good question. The question again was, "Hello, how you doing?" Someone you can be truly happy with. Who will it be? My squeaky chair. And I want to give a shout out to all of those guys that come onto the lives and they give little secrets. They call it male secrets. Advice on how males, advice on women, like the men that have daughters, and they give out good advice to what you need to look for, and if a man is not showing you that they like you, ways to, different things like that. I like those lives, and I appreciate you guys doing that because there's a lot of women that are grown women that didn't have the father figures out there or the big brothers or the big cousins or uncles to tell them about what they should look out for when it comes to these men. So all of you men out there that are going on live, helping women, young women, old women, women all, for helping them move forward and to better themselves and what to look out for when it comes to these men. Kudos to you. God bless you. And what you're doing is very helpful and very beneficial. I've caught on to a few. I've caught on to a few of those men that have done that, and I'm watching their lives and I'm learning from them. I'm telling them that they're like years late, but I'm still learning from them nevertheless. But thank you for watching my live and joining my lives. I'm great. How are you doing? Someone said Benjamin Franklin. Okay. Okay. But I didn't see Mr. Freeman answer that question that he asked. Um, but yeah, I appreciate all you all out there. I appreciate every single one that come on my lives. Um, thank you. Thank you very much for taking the time to come see about me early in the morning. We've been on for 59 minutes, so I'm going to try to keep my 1 hour um, time frame up for in the morning because I still got things to do to take care of me. But I thank you all. I thank you. I was reading that thing from AI, but I thank you all for joining the live. I hope I said something that was helpful. I hope that discussion, conversation was beneficial. I hope that it encouraged, uplift, and help you all out there in some form, way, or fashion. So thank you very much again for joining the live. Until next time, remember, God loves you. I love you. Now you love you. Until next time. Peace.